Scott, that's a good win against Surrey, isn't it?
It is, mate. Yeah, it's always good to come here and put a good performance on the board and come away with the result. It's a shame it ended the way it did with the weather, but we're not to complain at this point. There's 4 more points on the board and another good performance from everyone.
They hit 141 for 7 off their 20 overs. The women's game beforehand, where Surrey hit over 200 and Hampshire followed that with 180, suggests that there was going to be a lot of runs there. What's going on?
The similarly to the one at the Aegeus last week, it was a good weekend, a lot of runs were scored, so that was good sort of information for us. But I think due to the fact it's had the ODI on it before, there's a lot of overs been bowled on it, it just felt a little bit tacky, and I don't know if the overheads, that's not normally a thing in T20, but maybe there was a little bit in that. It just felt like it was holding from that sort of top of the stumps length, and most of us just banged away there, and we got our rewards.
So 140 was what, a reasonable total on that pitch?
Yeah, I think we were happy with that at half time, seeing that. We felt we were in the game, and they obviously got a few away. Curran hit a few sixes, so that gave a bit of impetus. But we were pretty confident with a good start. We obviously got that. We were up with the rate, ahead of the rate, and then the rain came in there. But I felt we were in control of that game throughout.
Once the rain came, there's no point in you guys coming back. You were ahead, you were winning.
Yeah, a little bit. It's, you could sometimes be on the wrong end of that, and sometimes you're on the right end of it, and you make use of it. So, as I say, we're not to complain. It's served us well there, and 4 more points on the board.
What about you, Scott? 2 for 17 today, following up with your 3 for 20 last week. We had a good start and just got it.
Thank you. It's nice to be back here at Hampshire. I also spent last year away with Leicester and felt like I'd certainly my white ball game developed a hell of a lot and saw some different scenarios which I hadn't been exposed to here. So it's nice to come back and sort of slot back into the team with a clear role and good backing from Vincey and from Pot Welch and from AD and all the rest of the other staff. So it's nice to be back around a Hampshire shirt and some good thoughts.
So you'd be somebody to say the loan system really works, because it's obviously really worked for you.
Absolutely. It's, everyone will have a different opinion on it, and some lads get more out of it than others. But I was fortunate, I think, to spend the whole year away and played across formats, saw loads of different scenarios, and the 100 obviously helped, and that upskilled me too. So, I've got nothing but positive words to say to Leicestershire, certainly. Very grateful.
You've always been somebody that's been able to bowl different types of balls, slower balls, quicker balls, but I don't know, you seem to have really sort of mastered it. Maybe that time at Leicester has really helped you.
Yeah, I think I played 20 T20 games last year, including some of that was the 100. So, as I said, you're seeing lots of different scenarios, and you're knowing when to sort of back that ball, when to hold your sort of top of the stumps or your stop delivery. And that only comes with game time, that only comes with experience. So, luckily it worked tonight, and as I say, another good win. Yeah,
one of those 2 wickets, Ollie Pope, you got with a much quicker ball there.
Yeah, it rushed him a little bit, I think, and that was, the ball before it did him through the top as well, and that's that length we were talking about. So, generally when you come here, the wickets have a little bit more carry and pace than they do at home, and we use that to our advantage today.
You were injured at the start of the year, weren't you? A little niggle?
Yeah, I was. It was a pretty tough period, and there was a lot of dark days, not knowing if I'd get back to this point, but credit to Jamie Cook and the guys that don't get a lot of airtime at the club. They work incredibly hard and they help us get back to where we want to be, and it's nights like this that make that hard work all the more worthwhile, Gemma.
Yeah. These T20 games are coming thick and fast. Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I think so. It helps when you're winning, doesn't it? And, the atmosphere at home the other night was really good. So, it's a quick turnaround back home and to bed and then up again to play Gloucester. But it's another tough test. Obviously, they're reigning champions, and, everyone, we know from winning it in the past, so you put a target on your back, doesn't it? So, hopefully another good crowd, and hopefully there's no weather around. I haven't looked at the forecast, but, when you're winning, you want to keep playing, don't you?
Clearly it's going very well for you at the moment, and it was just over a year ago when you broke into the Scotland side, played a couple of one-day internationals. What's the situation?
It's obviously Hampshire takes priority in the domestic summer. They've got quite a busy, jam-packed schedule this 2025 season. A lot of that falling at the moment. They're currently in World League 2 stuff. There's a T20 World Cup coming up. I think it's February 2026. So that acts as a bit of a carrot. But I've had good comms with them throughout. I'm keen to play more for them, and with my brother, that's the main reason behind it. We both enjoy doing it. But as I say, when I'm here with Hampshire kit on, that's the priority. And just try and keep my head down and do my bit for Hampshire.
Yeah, just finally, Hampshire winning the first 2 games in a T20 tournament. That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rare as hen's teeth, as Adi would say. So, it's been a bit of a laugh and a joke over the previous years, but I don't think it's particularly funny that we're slow starters. So it's nice to get out of the traps early, and long may it continue.